on the Rocky Mountain side of the ball, it certainly appears that the Rangeview Raiders have simply taken control of this football game.
Wayne Doris brings the play in from the sideline. David Kimbley, the quarterback. Spot is at the 23-yard line. There goes the handoff to Jeff Orndorff. He'll be close to the first down. The one thing that the Lobo offense could not afford to do was to put their defense in such a position that they have to play tough against Rangeview. You can't do that because Rangeview will take advantage of it and score on you every time.
Yeah, and they just love to come straight at you with that power running game that they love so dearly. And when they get that going at them, they are a very difficult team to contend with.
Reggie Stacks brings the play in. He and Wayne Doris will have a shuttle service for the Raiders. Looks like Kimbley will keep that one himself.
And he'll get the first down.
The thing about it, when the Raiders can keep the ball on the ground, not only do they score, but they run the clock on you. 4 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the third quarter. This is the second possession of the Raiders in the third quarter, and most of it's gone, and they've had the ball most of the time.
Well, Rocky Mountain had it for a 1-2-3 kick routine, and that has been it.
Called the Rockette series. On first down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Kimbley sets the Raiders. The handoff to Jeff Orndorff. Orndorff runs off the right side, off the block of Eric Molfino, the 6'5", 248-pound right tackle, who once he stretches out, you'll be able to do it. That'll bring up second down. Second down and 5. Handoff to Jake Trotter. He'll run right and right into the arms of number 83, Shannon Myatt of the Lobos.
Yeah, number 78, Troy Welker, was also in on the play.
When the Raiders go to the ground, it's tedious. Tedious, tedious, tedious. 3 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Tedious, but effective.
Yes. Wins you ball games. Here's another look at it as he crosses the 10-yard line down at the 8.
And there you see Welker. He fought off the block of Chris Schlagenhoofer nicely and finally got into play, but that was a slow developing play.
They're going to let Kimbley pass on 3rd and 4.
Touchdown.
Touchdown pass goes out to number 10, Wayne Doris, but there's a flag on the right side. We'll see what that's about.
Well, David Kimbley comes in. His first pass goes to Wayne Doris for a touchdown.
Hey, we can throw too.
And it's going to... Is it? Whoa.
Oh, yeah, there's a flag on the right side.
Yeah, there sure is.
Yeah.
And you can be sure that the Lobos will accept this penalty.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Motion, perhaps. Indeed.
Yep. Motion against the Raiders. That'll nullify the touchdown. They'll make them do it again. On 3rd down, they can still get a first down. They got to get around the 5-yard line make it. Kimbley back to pass again. Gets the pass away. He'll do it twice in a row. Waylon Richards.
Yeah, well.
As soon as you say, hey, you make him do it again, Waylon Richards has been wanting to get into the end zone. His mother, Ann, works for the Aurora Public Library, and every time we call his name, she says, yeah, that's my kid. The drive, 7 plays for 43 yards and another touchdown. 2 possessions in the second half, 2 touchdowns for the Rangeview Raiders. You get another look at it there. Good throw by Kimbley. Placed it right where he had to, up high.
Yeah, and he withstood on a Lobo blitz very nicely. He stood his ground, waited for his man to get open, and delivered the ball. Very nice play by David Kimbley.
The extra point no good, but at 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the Raiders stretch their lead even further by a score of 27-6. Now the Raiders are doing what they do best. Getting field position, running the ball down your throat, and scoring touchdowns.
Yeah, and playing excellent defense. In the second half, they've really only been out in the field for 1 series. And when your offense is out there so long and wearing down the opposition defense and giving your own defense a nice break on the sidelines, it's easy to play with a lot of aggressive nature, that's for sure.
Now Reggie Stacks will tee it up again. Wonder if his leg's getting tired. One other time we saw it get tired, the team ran it back on him. All right, deep for the Rocky Mountain Lobos, number 22, Greg Comer, and number 30, Brian Lickner. Kick will fall short. Oh, well, you're going to call it out of bounds? I'm going to say he took it and stepped out of bounds. Yeah, they're going to say he caught that and he stepped out of bounds. Well, when it all breaks down, it breaks down. The Lobos go 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. We'll see if Gallagher has some type of an answer. They have got to score to stay in this game. They've got to score a couple of times. One to stay in and a couple to get back in it. Lobos go on offense on 1st down and 10 with 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. The handoff looked like it went to number 46.
Number 35.
Number 35, Derek Widmeyer. Getting so used to Greg Hodson. They've used Hodson sparingly. This is just their second possession of the second half. They haven't seen the ball a lot. As John said, it was 3 downs and out the last time they had it. 2 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Wide right, number 22, Greg Comer on 2nd down and 9. Gallagher back to pass, puts it up. In and out of the hands of Greg Comer. All he had to do was to pull the ball in.
And coverage on the play by Corey Ware, number 45, one of the Raiders' safeties.
Well, Gallagher has thrown the ball pretty well most of the time. He's had a few short passes, but for the most part, he's gotten the ball out there. You can see why he's thrown for over 1,000 yards. You look at him here. Drops back, sets up. Good follow-through. Very catchable pass. Greg Comer will go back to the huddle and hear about that one. Hey, I get the ball out there to you. You know, pull it in, will you?
A little bit behind him, but just a shade.
Looks like a timeout's been taken here with 2:24 remaining. Well, last time we saw timeouts and half the coaching staff on the field and trainers for the Lobos, they went all the way down the field with it. But there's not that much time for drives like that in this game. They've got to get in and put it in the air and get it down there quickly.
And last night, Adam, in the Overland-Hinckley game, it was certainly a case of previous history being true to form. It was the 3rd state playoff appearance for both the Hinckley Thunderbirds and the Overland Trailblazers. And in previous first-round games, Overland was 2-0, while Hinckley was 0-2, and that pattern held true. But today, it appears the Rangeview Raiders are going to break out of their state slump and pick up their first postseason victory.
On 3rd down and 9, Gallagher back to pass. The pass out, wide open, number 83 for the Lobos, Michael Gilmore.
Now it's Shannon Myatt, one of the tight ends for Rocky Mountain, who ran a nice curl pattern over the middle. He got into a soft spot in the Raiders zone. Nice pattern by Myatt, the tight end. There you see him, right at the bottom of your screen.
He threw it under him, right.
Just finds an opening. Gallagher locates him, zips it in there, and he makes a nice run after catching it.
Myatt read the defense quite well. He went into the middle and just stood there. One success they had in the 1st quarter was challenging the Raider linebackers, and they may be going back to that strategy again. 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. The pitch out to Hodson. He'll try the right side. There's a ton of Raiders over there.
And Terry Stacks makes the tackle.
Well, the Raiders are playing, they have just the kind of lead they want, where the defense can play wide open. It's like the number 12, Terry Stacks, was limping a bit when he went back to the defensive huddle. We'll see when he comes out. Now he's walking pretty normally. I don't know. Got a good shot of it. Gallagher back, hands off to number 35, Derek Widmeyer. He'll try the middle. He'll pick up a couple. I'll bring up 3rd down. In that Hinckley-Overland game last night, Overland's defense held Hinckley to 65 yards on the ground, 111 yards passing, 176 yards total offense.
Yeah, well, the turning point of that game came very early. The Hinckley